We've got over 500 vehicle tests on this channel, and almost all of them have headlight tests, so if you want to see how the lights on your vehicle work, this is the right place to be. Lexus sent us their all-new TX350 to drive. We already did a full road test on this vehicle and posted the video on YouTube, but for this video we're doing headlight test and night drive only. If you want to see the road test, we'll have a link for that at the end of this video. And I see we have, looks like just one bulb in there. Well, it doesn't matter how many bulbs, either work or it doesn't, and just take it out in the dark and find out. Alright, it's dark enough. Let's see what these lights do and do some night driving. Here we have the rear tail lights spreading from one end to the other. Pretty noticeable. As you see, the emergency flashers are separate. A bit on the small side, but they're bright enough. I have some lights flashing on the mirror, but only seen from the side. Not going to see much from the front. And this is what you'll see from the front. Very bright. And brighter if you turn the headlights off. These are very, very strong. Reflecting off the sign way down the street. And of course, easier to see with the taillights off. If you don't like using a glass mirror, we have a built-in camera, which I just turned on. A lot of people buy these vehicles and don't even know they have the camera. Amazing. Very large info screen. And the camera system. And press the magic button to get this revolving car emblem here. And we have the gauge cluster, which is far easier to see at night than it is in the daytime. Even with the illumination turned up all the way, it's hard to see in the daylight, and in the daytime you get a lot of glare, but I covered that in the daytime video. You want to watch that video if you need to see more. And here we have two little dots. These are cameras that spy on you and watch your face to see if you're paying attention. I disconnected that feature, but we're coming to the day where we won't be able to disconnect it. Putting tape over the holes, that doesn't work. Drives the computer crazy. But for now we can turn it off in the info screen. For now, unless the government has its way, starting with new cars in about 3 or 4 years. Thanks to the Biden administration, with rules that can also turn your vehicle off at the whim, the push of a button, but that's a different video. Now we're just covering the night view. Alright, the headlights, that's what we're here for. Got the low beams on a wall, 33 yards away, 100 feet. Looks good thus far. The brights look good thus far. No lights, low beam, high beam. Takes around 160 feet to stop a car on the freeway. Here we have 420 feet on the runway. And with the low beams on, we're just barely reaching out. High beam, no problem. So let's say we're passing the test thus far. And that's good because the past couple of Lexus SUVs I've had horrible headlights, some of the worst I've ever used. So I'm glad to see these are far better. Yes, absolutely better. By the way, we have these side marker lights. We paid extra for. You turn the steering wheel to the left. Lights up everything on the left, same thing on the right. Works pretty good in parking lots so you don't run over the winos or in dark, dingy streets like this. We have lots of cats and dogs and kids running out in the street. Got the low beams on at the moment, but turn the high beams on. Working pretty good. I'd say these headlights pass. I don't see a problem. Even though I've pretty much given my seal of approval for these headlights, we are taking a highway trip about 100 miles, so might as well get some footage, lighting up some road signs. Won't hurt anything. And right now I have the low beams on and high beams lighting up everything. Back to low beam. Alright, construction signs. Low beam, let's light them up. Yeah. They're reaching out about a half a mile here. High beam, low beam. Alright, impressed me. So as we can see, there's some pretty good headlights, and the night drive was very pleasant as well, so thumbs up for me. If you want to see the full road test, here's a link coming up so you don't miss anything. Just click and watch.